Welcome on this video that will show you how to create PMPs, so Preventive Maintenance Plan, in Infor EAM system. First of all, we will show you a little schema about how the PMP creation works. First of all, we gonna show you the most complete guide, so wherever you want to create simple PMPs, you just cut off some of the steps we show you. First of all, we created the task plans. The task plans are a list of action, let's say, that can be resumed like checklist or like instructions. The task plans are generally created on equipment type, so is not related to strictly defining equipment, but is general. Routes are used for a group common equipment, like fire extinguisher. They can be different equipment but all the same kind, so they can be just a son of a parent equipment, or they will be son and with the father ahead. Then we can create PM plans, just defining the header. In the PM plans we're gonna attach the activities with a description for the activities, and the task plans we already created we can be associated with the activities. Then we will create the equipment like a father in here, I say, because in there we can attach then the routes, so all the son equipment. When we created the checklist, there is a field that must be specific the level, so if the checklist item is attached to the header equipment, will be just associated with these task plans, will be just associated with the father equipment. Otherwise, if it's a root and equipment, with the son equipment, so we have also this orange arrow. Now let's go directly into Infor EAM to show you directly the insert of a PMPs. First of all, when we are in the first screen, we go to the work menu and in work ordering planning. In there we can find the three header that we spoke just before, so the PM plans, that are the PMP definitions, the routes, and the task plans. Starting from the task plans, we can send there we have the header. To create a new one, you just have to click on the new record. First of all, select the organization that is mandatory for the field. So I just make an example with these ones, and you can create a code for these task clicks, that it can be speaking code or just number, a description, and we can define also a trade, so wherever we want to specify if it's an electrician task or a gardener task or a plumber task. When we have created the header, we come, so I don't save the modification because it's just a test, so wherever you want to save, you just click to save the record. When you create the header of the task, you can go into instructions and set up some new instruction. Instructions are very general very general description text that can be added with the plus menu, and you have the free text in there that with unlimited character limit. Wherever you want to create also checklist, you click on the checklist like there, and you will be able to add different lines. Each line is related with the first field you see there is a automatic generated number by Infor that specifying your line of checklist. You will have a description that is limited to 80 characters when you describe the task, the line. A sequence number that can be put at like 1, 2, 3, 4 just to have an order. If the field is required, and you can specify it, if yes, you cannot close the work order without closing this checklist item. If no, no control will be done at all. If you say warning, the work order can be closed, but a warning is shown to advertise you that there is a checklist item that is not already finished. Equipment level is like you said before, so wherever we want to add a specific line to the either of our routes, you just click on either equipment. Otherwise you will click to route and equipments. This option allows you to share this task on all the zone of the further equipment. The type of the line must be specified. It cannot be changed, like you can see. Just create a new one to see the different option. If we select checklist item, the output will be just yes or no, so just to flag out that this line is done. If it's an inspection, you will show you a free text with different questions about, so whatever, what is the condition, or what is the temperature, or something like. Meter reading is more appropriate for what is the temperature, so in there we will have a field with a unit of measure just before. Qualitative, quantitative are free text, let's say, and we'll be just asking for a qualitative or a quantitative perspective. And if it's question, you have to specify yes or no to answer this item. Going then to routes, sorry, work order planting. In there we have to specify, like all over, a code and a description. Description always limit to 80, add a code that can be wherever you want. We can add comments, but is not needed, but for sure we can add equipments. So in there we have just to select the equipment we want to add under and further equipment, and insert a sequence number to order this list. When we have set up these two things, we can go to PM schedule. Okay, so in there you will have this example, not example, but real PMPs that have been already generated. If we try to create a new one, first of all we have to define the organization, like always. So in there you will be asked for a code and a description, like the same. The type will be 3 possible options. Normally use fixed or variable. Fixed means that if we have a monthly PMPs, and if we start at the end of the month, so The other PMPs after the first one will be just propped out and must be closed at a fixed date. Otherwise, variables are depending on when you close the first PMPs. If you close it late, the next one will be after. In there we have to specify the time lapse between two consecutive PMPs, so the frequency. And we have to specify a number, general number, and a unit of measure that can be days, month, quarter, weeks, and years. Next buffer is the buffer of the end date. In there we have the specified 25%. That means that if we say that the end of these activities, the first activity will be closed at the end of the month, we have then 25% of 1 month to close it, just like a windows to close. Meter interval, you will be asked to insert a meter for a list of meters, and is another method to generate PMPs. So wherever a meter goes above one value, the PMP is automatically propped out. When we define all the fields, remember to click save. I don't click now. When you have defined everything, we can go into activities and define the different activities we want to add. In each activity we can add a note to specify a little bit more the different lines, and for sure we can add a trade and a sequence number, like always. In here we can see that we have the tax plan we have defined before, so wherever we want to add a tax plan with a related checklist to the activity, we have to select in there from the previews we have inserted. When we have finished, we click on save. Last part is to add the equipment. The equipment is the further equipment. So you select from all your equipment tree list, wherever it is, and when you specified it, you will be prompted to ask in what organization you will want to generate the PMPs, in which department. Location is not needed, and if we have a route attached to that further equipment, we be prompted for the frequency that is taken from the header, so we have not to change it. And in here, very important, we have to define the first scheduled date to do these PMPs. This is what just before, then the first, then wherever you have specified fixed to variable, the other date will be automatically generated. When you save the first equipment, a work order will be automatically generated. That is not already emitted, but it is generated anyway. Remember that first of all create activities and then equipment, because the generation of the work order is after the equipment generation. If you don't have already specified the activities, your work order will be without activities. And so that's all.